All right, Jamie Shue here again with Jeff.
Oh, here we go again.
Today's the day. Strixhaven School of Mages.
The Harry Potter set.
The Harry Potter set. Do you know what? I keep forgetting to tell you. Have you ever heard of Wizard People?
I've heard of Lizard People.
Wizard People is a Harry Potter. Someone dubbed over it. A comedian dubbed over it. It has a magic connection. I'm pretty sure he's a magic player. He's either a magic streamer or a magic pro. Hilarious.
But he's also a comedian.
Not as family friendly as the regular Harry Potter, although that might not be anymore either. I don't know the way.
Watch it with your kids.
The way things are going. Do not watch Wizard People with your kids. Watch it alone.
Okay, well clearly I need to watch this.
Regardless of all that, today's the day we're opening a Stryxhaven box. We're actually going to do set boosters. I think that might be just because that's all the boxes that were sent to us.
All we have.
So hopefully we hit a fantastic mythic.
Well, yeah, these set boosters, I think this might be the first set booster I've ever actually opened, so I'll be curious to see what's in them. I suspect we won't be spending too much time on the less important cards. We'll probably skim over the... the
commons, uncommons, we are not looking at today. This is not the place for that. I'll mispronounce them the first time reading them.
Yep.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And Jamie, I know that you're really familiar with this set, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know there's a Teferi's Protection in here somewhere.
I don't know.
So what we're going to look at mainly, we'll look at the rare mythic, the archive card.
Archive cards.
And hopefully some good cards from the list.
Yeah, because you might see some list cards.
Those could be some amazing mythics too.
There could be some awesome
First
stuff
mythic goes to whoever guessed it.
That's right.
And if no one guessed it, I think I'll succumb to Jeff and we'll do a draw with everyone who...
We're going to do a participation prize, people. I've been beating on it for weeks.
No, blue ribbons for everyone. So yeah, everyone who took a guess and got it wrong, I guess we'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Assuming nobody gets it right.
Assuming no one gets it right.
Because we want to give this thing away.
Only 12 cards.
Yeah, 12 cards per booster.
That's... Oh, you know what? I see... a nice token again.
Cool token. Okay, they're back to doing art cards. That's cool.
Alright, I'm going to put out the rare here, which is the lesson. I don't know if you want to read through that or...
So, these lesson cards are neat. These are the ones that you can go search outside the game when you learn on another card. So that's a mechanic in the set, which is pretty neat.
Now, I'm wondering how they're going to implement that in EDH.
They won't. Learn has a secondary ability where if you can't search outside the game, you draw a card and discard a card instead. You have the option.
No. So. All right, and we got I'm going to say dual land because I haven't read what it does yet.
These are the check lands.
Enters the play. Oh, for enemy colors.
Yeah, these are the enemy. They completed the enemy color set.
I've really done my research on this set.
I'm surprised by
archive card. These actually look way nicer in person than I thought they were going to. Wow, that looks good.
That is a sharp card. Well, now I have to sell my entire collection just to buy these versions of them.
You think so?
No.
Right.
No, but they are quite nice.
But yeah, I don't like that EDH rule where outside the game you don't get to play the card.
It's a controversial rule.
At best.
Yeah, it is a controversial rule, to say the least.
Oh, no token this one. Just a rules... Alright, well, we got art cards.
Art cards are pretty neat.
Elemental Expressionist. That's pretty good, since I just read that for the first time.
Yeah, this is a pretty strong card. Copying spells, I heard.
You sound like you've read about this set before. I've been lied to. I've been bamboozled.
I just assume when I see red and blue.
Thrill of Possibility. I like those cards. Those are nice.
They are nice, and they're all full art, which is pretty sweet. Or as close to full art as
I was going to say, the borders are...
Yeah.
Alright. Full art card. And we have Archmage Emeritus. Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, draw a card.
It's pretty good.
Seems pretty vanilla. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, jeez. You see, this is what I mean. I don't know what's going on here. There's another rare. Do you know why? It's because we're opening set boosters.
We are opening set boosters.
The confusion is an abundance.
So this is one of our flip cards. So this is a creature on one side and a sorcery on the other.
And we have Adventurous Impulse. That's not an exciting one.
You know, I liked this card when it was first released, and it saw basically no play, which only proves to me I don't know how to judge a Magic card.
I'm guessing there's not many tokens in this, since that's our token, and we've already opened it. Pretty nice art card, though.
That's pretty cool. That doesn't look like a card from the set. What art is that, I wonder?
Alright, and we have some excitement this pack.
Oh.
That's not the excitement.
Powerful white cards, Jamie?
Never.
Powerful white cards.
You want to keep those separate, because we have our Mythic already.
Oh. Alright.
And I'm even going to pronounce it for the people at home, because I can't. Is it Villamachus, Lorehold, Flying Vigilance Haste. Whenever he attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or a sorcery with mana a value less than or equal to his power.
That's pretty good in Boros.
That's all right.
Jamie, I just saw the face of a man who's thinking about playing that as soon as he can.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
And yes, also,
so let's take a look at the rest of that.
I'm guessing whoever's going to get this pack is wondering what their special card is, and I do like this one. Classic Lightning Bolt.
Oh, Lightning Bolt. Very sweet.
So that's pretty good. They got a rare.
Yeah, you get a Lightning Bolt. So you're going to get a Lightning Bolt. You're going to get a Strict Proctor, a powerful white card. You're going to get your Mythic Dragon. Your Fractal token.
No Goat Nap in this. I'm very upset about that.
So what are the commons and uncommons in this?
There is a foil common as well, which is pretty sweet. I was really hoping for a Goat Nap there. Unfortunately, no.
I'll just take a second to set these out so that the person can see what they're getting.
So we're filming this a little bit in the past for those of people watching it today. So as of right now, I know no one's guessed Villamachus. I don't think. It didn't jump out to me. I could be completely wrong though.
I don't recall seeing anybody guess it. And if that is the case, that's kind of exciting because somebody randomly will get it, draw. Which is cool.
The blue ribbon draw.
And people will be excited, and I'm sure there will be at least one person who is unhappy about that situation.
You know what though? I think it's a win when you're not the person who got it.
I think it's a win-win. That's right.
That's right. And now when I open it to Fairy's Protection, I can go down and trade for it.
Exactly.
And make sure you don't get it.
I'd make sure I don't tear it in half.
Oh, is it supposed to have signatures on them, or is that? Oh, it's a special one.
That must be a special one with a signature on it. It's pretty sweet.
That's just a printed signature, though. Unfortunately, not a real sign. I don't understand how Wizards can't get the artist to sign, but although I think is that Chippy?
I think that is Chippy. Yeah.
Let me see it for a second. I don't think it can be, can it?
Billy?
Yeah, it's Billy Christian. Yeah, I was gonna. As soon as I said that, I was like, I don't think Chippy's with us anymore. So, unfortunately, double number +1/+1 counters on him. Isn't this the buy box promo? I believe.
I think that is the buy box promo. Magecraft is a big mechanic in this, as you can tell.
And this got upgraded to rare, but Tezzeret's Gambit.
That is a card I actually play a lot of.
Yes, I feel like we do. That's an EDH love.
Absolutely. I love me some Tezzeret's Gambit. I love Proliferation.
Well, yeah.
Not because I play Infect.
You're a terrible person that plays Infect.
Not because I play
Infect. In every deck.
Yes.
Elemental. Token. And another art card.
Very cool. The Elemental tokens look pretty sweet. Take a quick look at that artwork there. That's pretty bad. There you go.
Leonin Lightscribe. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn.
Powerful white cards. Powerful white cards, Jamie.
Not so powerful, but it's like a Goat Nap. It's like a cheap Goat Nap. Claim the Firstborn. Gain control of a creature.
This is the small creature threaten.
I think I said small creature Goat Nap.
You did say Goat Nap.
I'm not sure why we had to go with threaten on that one, but
Goat Nap is probably the more iconic card.
Is threaten really iconic?
It's iconic if you're a fool.
Non-autographed by Chippy, mostly because the other one wasn't either.
You know, we commented about there not being that many tokens, but now I've seen three,
we're finding them,
and they're all pretty cool. That's a pretty crazy looking spirit, and it's red-white.
All right, what does this one do? Tough guy. Red, blue.
This one lets you exile cards from the top of your library. And for every land that you exile that way, you're going to create a treasure token, Jamie. And for each blue card that you exile, you draw a card. For each red card,
I feel like you're reading.
You deal damage. I did that all from memory.
Oh,
all from memory.
It sounded like it.
100%. It absolutely sounded like it. Pretty cool cards. Pretty powerful in the right decks.
I feel like they strategic planning. That's pretty neat. Nice
that is a cool card.
I feel like they've gone away from the EDH, building it around EDH. I mean, there's lots of. It seems like there's going to be lots of legends, but it just doesn't seem as focused towards EDH. That's a nice looking treasure. Considering we only ever get pirate treasures.
We get random pirate treasures. That is a cool new treasure token.
And a Quandrix command.
Now the command cycle in this, easily 5 cards, all as good as Cryptic Command.
I'm not sure if you're joking or not.
It's really hard to tell, isn't it?
It is hard to tell.
They are not. Cool cards, though. I do appreciate some modal cards, and these have plenty of options on them.
Well, we got a mythic of the. It's not Teferi's Protection. It's Approach the Second Sun.
Oh.
Now, if you play that in EDH, do you have friends?
Well, you will have no friends for the next round of the table. While they proceed to kill you immediately.
That's fantastic. And that's the way it should go.
Of course, if you're like our friends, you'll figure out a way to make the first time you cast it the last time you have to.
It's true. So. I have a life game deck, and that's not in it.
Yeah.
Inkling.
Cool tokens.
Yeah.
Cool creature type, actually. Very neat. I hope they make more of those.
Manifestation Sage. Nothing to say about that one?
Well, they're going... Simic has gone just this token / 1/1 counters. That's like all they do now. Which is probably good because Simic cards are beyond broken most of the time.
And another one I think we're going to need playsets of is
Opt, yeah. You're not going to play a 1 of, that's for sure.
EDH you have to. The old EDH 1 of Opt.
I think in EDH we could find a way to play a playset.
We got an art card. And we got... Oh, that's it.
Oh, you were really excited there for a second.
I'm pretty excited about this pack. Yeah, this is...
It's got some stuff.
This is... Remember, come pick up your set boosters at comichunter.net. If you could maybe open a booster pack like this.
This is going to get spicy.
This is the one I wish we could have given out, but oh well. So we have... Necro Blossom Snarl.
So that's
pretty good.
Black-green dual land. That's pretty good.
Snakeskin Veil.
Well, that's a good card.
It's all right.
Yeah, that's a pretty good
it's
card.
Not as exciting as some of the other stuff, like Inquisition of Kozilek Foil.
Yikes.
So, also with this, you have a chance to hit list cards. So apparently this one here decided to hit...
It hit everything?
Two of the archive cards, one of them foil, and a Vesuva.
Wow. That is a great pack.
That is a pretty good pack.
That is a great pack. I want to ask you how much the set boosters are, but I feel like neither of us actually know the proper answer to that.
They usually run around $8.
They're like $8 or $9, right?
Yeah, and I mean, you get... I find they fill it up with stuff now. You might not get something like that, but you have the possibility.
If you do get something
like that
like
art
that,
card.
that's
an
sweet.
Owl.
It is an
doing
owl.
Owly things.
That owl is making fire and ice.
Oh, as owls do.
Yeah.
If I've learned anything from science class. Hall of Oracles. Add 1 mana of any color. Well, pay 1, so I guess filter. On target creature, active ability. Only as a sorcery. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I feel like that's going with the Simic route.
It is definitely
that we have talked about.
A Simic-y card.
Now, I don't see everyone play this, but I love this card. Putrefy.
I love Putrefy.
I think it's probably because I'm always playing Golgari.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of Golgari floating around. But that's actually a very cool piece of art, too.
Yep.
Nice card. Some of these Mythic Archive cards surprise me with how inexpensive they actually are, all things considered.
No token again, but we got some sweet art.
Cool art. Very sweet.
Dramatic Finale.
A token anthem. A token anthem with that with an aristocrats sub theme to it.
Now, I don't remember this card before, but when I saw it on the list, on the list of archives they were making,
yes, Divine Gambit.
It has to be a reprint, but yeah, that's something.
It's a very recent reprint, actually.
Okay,
that came from a very recent set. And didn't see any play when it was released there.
So let's re-release
Probably
it again.
Won't see any play here.
I don't know. I think I haven't played that.
You would play it?
2 mana? Isn't it remove everything or just a creature?
It's remove an artifact, creature, or enchantment.
Sounds fantastic.
There's no downside to it, Jamie.
No downside except the rest, but...
Well, the rest of the words on it are a bit of downside,
I would ignore those.
That would be the way you play it.
Alright, so, again, comichunter.net to buy your packs.
Oh, here we go.
This is the most ridiculous pack, I think. I think we hit a new one. So we have a Mythic, Blot Out the Sky.
Okay.
I like that one.
That is cool, and it creates Inklings, which I'm a fan of.
We also have a Mythic, Mind's Desire.
Yikes.
I've wanted to make this work in EDH for a while. I've never tried, but I'm going to.
My friend commented that this might be his favorite artwork. And that
nice
is
artwork.
Very nice artwork. Very cool.
We also have a Mythic. So 3 Mythics in one pack, one of them foil. Time Warp.
Wow. Wow. That is that's a crazy pack, dude.
That is a pretty amazing pack. So that's the thing. I feel like some of these special packs, they're upping the price, but it's like the lottery.
It is
such a good chance.
Is a lottery.
Yeah.
Now, I haven't seen too many packs that are just completely devoid of value. There's been a few.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, there's been a few.
I'll find one. This isn't it, though, because we have something called the Biblioplex.
The Biblioplex.
Which right there, that could be blank text, and I would play that.
Yeah.
The Biblioplex.
So, you haven't seen what this card does?
I haven't.
So, this is similar to a Library of Alexandria.
Probably not in price.
It's not quite. No,
Okay.
It's close.
How about we read it?
Okay. So, you can tap it for a colorless. You can also pay 2 and tap it to look at the top card of your library. If it's an instant or sorcery, you can reveal it and put it in your hand. If you don't put it into your hand, you can put it into your graveyard. You activate it if you have exactly 0 or 7 cards in hand.
Yeah, so nothing like library.
Nothing like library, no.
Perfect. Okay,
No.
that's good.
I
Faithless
thought I
Looting.
could get you excited about it.
I was excited, then you dashed
Then
my
I
hopes.
ruined it.
Rare Faithless Looting. Still, nice art. And now we have another foil archive card.
Did you say nice art?
I think it's an alright art.
It's questionable artwork at best.
Well, no, I mean, I could do that artwork, so I feel like it includes me.
That's fair. It is a very inclusive card.
A foil Defiant Strike.
Ooh, that's nice. That's a shiny card. I don't know if you guys can see how shiny this is.
It's pretty shiny.
It's like super shiny.
It's also a Defiant Strike, which is a little disappointing.
Well, that's an unfortunate side effect, but...
Yeah, not one that you're going to see break out too often. Although, see, we're always looking at it from the lens, I think, of EDH, but there's real players out there.
there are real players, and they also won't play.
Playing real Magic.
Are there?
That is a pretty nice art card, though.
It is nice.
All right, so
It's one of the new mythics.
again, we're not hitting a bad pack yet. I'm gonna probably. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on this side because I know that name's easier. Ambrose, Dean of Shadow.
Yes, this is one of the deans. So this guy's pretty good, and I believe this one is pretty decent. Putting 1/1 counters on any creature that enters the battlefield over and
Plus,
over
it's
again.
the Dean.
And it's a dean, which is cool.
Also, full art, Mythic. This is crazy. I like these boxes.
Wow.
Shadrix, Silver Quill.
One of the elder dragons. Very cool. Nice art. Love those full arts. They look great.
And Gift of Estates, so another rare.
Yeah.
So, 2 rares, one of them from the archive, and a Mythic. A full art Mythic.
You know, Gift of Estates is a pretty good card.
I can't. After Shadrix, I'm done.
I mean, that's fair.
Shadrix.
I do like seeing white cards like that, though.
That pack right there, in a pre-release would be something else.
That would be really good.
We got some Doctor Strange guy on here.
I gotta tell you, Jamie, I'm very much looking forward to the next pre-release that we can have.
I can't wait.
I'm looking forward to that day.
I
Someday, folks. Someday.
So you can make an excuse to not come.
Yes, exactly.
We have another good pack.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if this guy's part of it, but...
I guess they're all good.
A free Flame Painter?
So, 4 mana for a 1/4 double striker. When he deals combat damage, you can cast a card from your graveyard. Yeah, an instant sorcery from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. That seems pretty good.
I'm trying to figure out the right order to put these in, but I won't bother slow rolling. We got Mila, Crafty Companion, your guess.
Oh, my guess.
And I wish you would. I wish that would have been
awesome.
This is an awesome pack. That has a full art too.
Really nice. That's full art. Very nice art, actually. And Luca on the back, of course.
Another Inquisition of Kozilek. This one not foil.
Not foil. That is a good pull too.
But we do have another foil in here.
Oh wow. Oh wow. All right.
We both said how great this card was for very different reasons.
Oh dear.
The Biblioplex.
The Biblioplex foil.
The card that's nothing like Library of Alexandria, but is named Biblioplex.
So what card am I thinking of that card is like?
It's a lot like the Biblioplex, for sure.
This is why I keep coming back, Jamie.
It's 100% like the Biblioplex.
Thoughts.
I don't know what card this is, but Inquisition.
You don't know. You've opened 2 of them in like a minute.
Yes, but it was bookended by Biblioplex and the Crafty Companion.
That is a cool piece of art.
It is pretty nice.
That is a cool piece.
I don't think I could draw that one. Multiple choice.
I believe in it, Jamie.
I have an issue with this card.
You have? Do you?
I don't have such an issue. Wizards had this on their site as the advertisement, and I don't know if you watch their videos, but they show the card for about a second and immediately cut to just a Magic the Gathering, saying or something.
Okay.
There's no time to read it.
That card is mad. It has a ton of text on it.
So, I guess it kept me on the website for a while.
Because you're
if you pause it, it blackens it out.
Because you're a slow reader.
Brutal. D-Spark. I like that one.
D-Spark's a good card. And sweet artwork on it. I do appreciate the amount of sort of fan service that WotC is doing with their artwork on these specialized cards. Really digging back into the history of Magic and kind of trying to pull some emotions out of people.
I learned a lesson.
Ooh.
As I pulled a lesson.
Did you learn it or did you learn it?
The lessons can be rare and they're not in the rare slot.
Oh, yes.
So there's going to be a few extra rares, I guess, that we might have to go through this pile and look.
So Jamie, I want to get your honest opinion on this card. You haven't seen this before. Did
No.
you actually read what it does?
No.
I'd like you to give me an opinion on this card.
All right, I'm going to read this right now.
Yeah.
For everyone at home. Choose one. Return target Planeswalker card with mana value of X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. That is fantastic. Remove twice X loyalty counters from target Planeswalker. I wish it was an instant.
Yes.
But I can see why it's not.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the mechanic that goes with Lesson? This is a card you can pull from outside.
This card you could get from outside the game.
For Constructed, I think this card's going to see some play just because the fact that you can go kill an opponent's Planeswalker is pretty amazing, and that you don't have to have that in your deck.
Reading this card made me realize how disappointed I am that you can't do the lesson mechanic in EDH, because this is exactly the kind of deck I wouldn't want to put in 100 cards.
Yeah.
Because it's so narrow. But as a lesson, there are tons of learn cards that I could probably put in my deck.
I missed that because I want to play with an Eldrazi that brings all my Eldrazi's into the game.
I know that's why you want to play with it.
I have I think 50 Reality Smashers, and
they need to be smashed in reality.
Or Ring of Maroof. That would be another good one. Pestilent Cauldron.
Cool artwork. Cool card too.
Devastating Mastery. That seems like a neat card.
Since I've read this, I don't know how much time I need to spend actually looking at it, but
I have another nice card here.
Good.
Shock. Now, I feel like Mono Red is gonna have a deck that could have different versions of every single card in the deck.
Burn can just be all promo cards and all specialty artworks.
And I know Burn players usually are pretty trolly. I hope you play with 4 different versions of Shock.
You should.
I know they won't because they have conscience sometimes, but...
I mean, as long as one of them's whiteboarded, Jamie, then we're alright.
That's right. Those are easier to find. For all their search.
That's right.
Fervent Mastery.
These, you may pay a cost rather than pay its mana cost cards. They're all pretty decent. All of them have pretty good effects for that lower cost.
Infuriate. I've seen... Now, I like Infuriate. It goes in some decks, but there is a wide discrepancy between the best and the worst of these archive cards.
Absolutely.
The lottery is real.
The lottery on these cards is super real. That foil Inquisition of Kozilek is worth $1 billion, and this is probably...
foil Time War.
Well, we got this because...
And then we have a card from the list, and this is the weirdest one. I can't believe it's in here. Fractured Power Stone, and for all you guys that like to play Planner Chaos or Planner, what is it?
Plane Chase.
Plane Chase. I own the box. We play it.
Yeah, for you Plane Chase fanatic, we've got the old Fractured Power Stone. What is that doing on the list?
You know what? That might be the rarest card. They might have only sneaked in 1 copy.
That is. Now, I'd like to point out that while they've included this on the list, good luck finding a planar die.
My cat plays with it every night. We have another card from the list, and it's going to make that one look like gold.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we have another Dean.
Oh, yes.
Stuffy Deans.
This Dean has a lot of text on him for 1 mana.
That's right.
That's a one mana creature that does a
How many keywords did that have?
It has 2 keywords.
Oh, I'm gonna need that one for that vampire deck.
Oh yes, of course.
Dean.
And it's green on the backside, so it even works.
Another rare.
Oh, I love this card. Have you read this card?
I have not.
This card is so much fun. So the first text on it is you can't cast permanent spells, and its creature type is construct.
No one's gonna have fun with this.
But it's a book. Oh, this card is fun. I'm a big fan. I'm probably gonna build a deck around it.
Whirlwind Denial.
Okay.
For each spell and ability opponent controls, counter spell. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty strong, pretty good counter.
We have another card from the list, Jeff.
Oh wow.
And it's gonna make that planner one look amazing. But we have a Blight Sickle.
Who curated this list?
Who sat there? You know what? People are probably like, we've been wanting this card for a long time. This is an amazing card.
Why do I feel like somebody over at WotC said, we're going to put 600 cards on a list. 580 of them are going to be curated. 20 of them are up for grabs by anybody at the office that wants to pull the pins.
Someone at WotC was like, there's these 2 idiots in Moncton making videos. Let's ruin them.
Well, remember when they said you can't pull bad cards?
Well, I said you can't pull a bad pack. I mean, I kind of stick by that. Alright, well. We have another Dean. It's the Dean of Chaos.
The Dean of Chaos. All these Deans seem pretty good.
And then we have the lower end of the archive cards. We have a Defiant Strike.
That's the second Defiant Strike that we've gotten. The first
one was foil. The last one was foil, yeah. At least it was foil. Shouldn't even make... And then...
At least it was
foil. We got another card from the list, and this proves is one of my favorites.
A lot of list cards.
Necrotic Sliver.
Necrotic Sliver. They were thinking about you, Jamie.
They were. Someone was.
That's what they're doing.
This makes my conspiracy theory even more real.
The list cards are so strange when you open them in a pack because that Necrotic Sliver does not fit the theme or anything of the pack.
That is some sweet art right
hilarious.
Okay, these packs are stuffed, though, with
there's things.
Goodness. So we have another Dean. I'm checking for keywords because it's a blue-green one.
Ooh.
So I guess they are doing a service to the Commander players. All those Deans are legendary.
Yeah, the Deans are all legendary, so these are 2-color.
Elder Dragons.
Yep.
Was the Companion guy...
The Companion guy's a flip card.
He wasn't a Dean, though, was he?
He's not a Dean, but he's legendary.
Elite Spellbinder.
Powerful white cards. Have you seen this card and read this card? This card's pretty interesting as far as a white taxing effect goes. So when he enters the battlefield, you look at your opponent's hand, and you can exile a non-land card from it for as long as that card remains exiled. When the owner plays it, they have to pay a tax of 2 to cast it, and it's a 3/1 flyer for 3. So it's pretty decent as far as white goes.
We have a duress.
Ooh, interesting artwork.
We have another card from the list. And I swear this one could be worth 30 cents or $30. But it's at least, I think, a little more relevant than the sickle. But
Walking Archive?
Walking Archive. That seems decent. I'm not sure where I'd play it. I'm sure someone has an insane deck with it built around that card. I don't.
I mean, if it didn't have white on it, you might put it in Nekusar.
Yeah. I think, isn't it only you, or is it every player?
Every player. Yeah. That's what you want.
Pest.
Ooh. The Pest token. Those are cool.
Oh, we only got 2 rares in this one, but I know people are going to be excited. This is Draconic Intervention. Sure, it does something.
This is one of those cards that you can. No, this is not that card. I was thinking of
I'm glad we're both on this side.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a card in this set that you can have as many as you want in your deck.
Archive card. That I this is what makes me wonder what set are people going to go for, the original or this one. But Counterspell. Popular card.
This also has probably the best artwork on all of them. Just a big no.
Of Counterspells, you mean, or of Archive?
I think of the Archives, this is like the funniest.
Oh, okay.
Because that could have just been a middle finger, and it would have been basically the exact same
thing. I do... There's the Mirage Counterspell is one of my favorite. He looks like he's on some extra substance.
He's having some fun.
Yeah, but no one else is.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely, nobody else is.
And we have a Rushed Rebirth. I'm not gonna lie, this pack is shaping up to be one of our worst ones. I don't know what Rushed Rebirth does, but we have an Agonizing Remorse. You have Duress in here.
And Agonizing Remorse.
And Inquisition.
And Inquisition, yeah. And you put in this as well. Yikes.
That's the 4th best hand disruption in a set that has 3. Pretty good art card. And we have a few of these kicking around. Conspiracy Theorists. It's 2020, 2021. You're gonna hit a few of those.
I'm surprised this guy doesn't have a MacBook in front of him.
So what you're saying is we're not going to get sponsored by Mac.
I like to aim big.
Cultivate.
How many times can WotC reprint Cultivate in the past year? There has been about 800 alternate art Cultivate printed in a year. A good card. I love to see it printed, but yikes.
Pretty good art there. See, and then this is another one of those packs. I just have a handful of rares here. I don't think anything's good, but we have a handful of rares.
Handful of rares.
Wandering Archaic?
This is a neat card. This is pretty cool for colorless EDH decks. It adds a real weird dimension of things that they could never do before. It gives some benefit to other players, but in colorless, you're kind of going to take what you can get.
Silver Quill Silencer. Now, I like this guy.
Yes.
I know they're going for Meddling Mage. Just from the art, he is not a Meddling Mage.
He is not.
There's a payoff you have to give the person, but when you Meddling Mage Wrath of God and the guy can't cast it, it's a big difference than when he can cast it.
When he can.
It takes 3 damage and you draw a card.
And takes a small penalty for it and wipes your board. So, sorry, Silver Quill Spot Silencer.
Now, he's a 3-2 instead of a 2-2. He's great. He is good.
He is good, especially for black and white.
But he's no meddling mage. Village Rites.
This is a card they've also reprinted a number of times, but it's good to see because it's a pretty strong card.
And this is a card they have not reprinted, but it's from the list. It's a little bit better than Sickle.
All right.
Coveted Peacock.
Wow. Wow.
Have you ever been left speechless so many times by just weirdness? Yeah, that's the right reaction.
That is correct, folks. Now, this does have one of my favorite mechanics, which is Goad on it, and that's cool. I didn't know what this card was when you said it.
I honestly think you're lying. I've never seen you play Goad.
No,
Did you mispronounce it as Goad when you meant Infect?
I play Infect as well.
Oh, yeah.
Normally I goad your creature so I can get you with Infect.
I don't think I've ever seen you actually kill anyone with Infect, just more upset the table.
I'm more of a nuisance than
upset the table so that you get beat down. Prismari Command. Is this as good as...
This is like 2 Cryptic Commands.
2 Cryptic Commands, at least. Does 2 damage to any target. Perfect.
Yep.
Target player draws 2 cards, then gets a discard 2. That's fantastic. Creates a treasure.
Yeah.
Destroys target. That is not as good as Cryptic. Unless, if you have Hull Breacher out, make the other guy draw 4.
Yeah. Seems good.
Then discard 4.
100%. Now, I just want to point out, does Cryptic Command deal 2 damage?
No, you're right.
Better than Cryptic Command.
Yeah.
Confirmed here.
Okay, so a little bit disappointing on the archive. Revitalize.
Ooh, yeah, that's not ideal. Not a powerful white card.
Not. It gains you 3 life. You get to draw a card, so it replaces yourself. I think WotC's been trying to make white gain 3 life stick for a long time. Since Alpha, when they thought that Healing Salve was on par with Ancestral Recall.
I'm starting to wonder if WotC is thinking that if they just print a bunch of white cards, that they will just become powerful.
Something will stick.
Yeah.
Sparring Regimen.
So you can learn when this comes in. I think this might be the first. Is this the first learn card that we've seen on a rare? Maybe something like that. I'm
too amazed by all the other stuff that's happening. Once I got the Biblioplex, I was done.
Game over.
Mythic though, Mizzix's Mastery.
That's a very good card and an expensive card currently because I think it was only printed in a Commander deck before. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Well, we're getting to the end here, and
are we done for our last pack? 2 packs.
Almost, and I have not hit my Teferi's Protection yet, so I expect it to come out in one of these 2. So sorry to ruin the ending for everyone. You can
shut the video off.
Shut the video off now. And just assume I'm right.
I mean, if you were smart, you shut the video off about a minute in.
Demogoth Titan.
Demogoth.
Now he is an 11/10.
A fine creature.
So that's gonna happen. That guy's fantastic. Whenever he attacks or blocks, you sacrifice a creature. That's fantastic.
Why do I feel like he's gonna land in your scavenge deck?
He seems fantastic.
Yeah, 4 mana, 11/10, with not even much of a drawback.
Not really. Not for an 11/10. Negate. That's fantastic.
That's very good.
Now, we have another archive card that's foil. Not quite on par with Negate. We have a foil Revitalize.
Oh my.
Now, our foil... I'm impressed that they put so many foil archive cards
I'm happy to see so many foil.
I'm not impressed that we got a Defiant Strike and a Revitalize.
Yeah, I'm a little thrown off by all that.
You know what? We should be happy. Our Rare and our Mythic were both very good.
Yeah, 100%. There have been some great cards come through the pack so far. It's just always funny when you notice how bad some of them are.
We have a Semester's End.
An instant with 1,000 words on it. Any number of... Okay, so this is a blink effect for you. Yeah, well, that's cool. So 4 mana blink effect. And
our last archive card, not Teferi's Protection. Eliminate.
Eliminate. Kind of narrow. Kind of disappointing.
Kind of narrow.
I would have preferred to close out with a foil Kozilek, Inquisition of Kozilek.
Or a foil Japanese Teferi's Protection.
Would you pull Japanese cards from this deck?
No.
From this box?
No, I don't think you can, but I still would have liked to.
That would have been cool.
Alright, so, like I said, thank you everyone for watching. We will have the draw for that amazing pack.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I think that pack was middle of the road. It did not have a Revitalize in it.
I mean, it is disappointing
It
that
did not have
one of these two
foil
packs...
Time Warp.
Yeah, it is a shame that one of these two packs did not land in the contest, because I would have loved to have given one of these things away to somebody.
So, we'll be back once we get all the names together and have a draw. If no one guesses him. But thank you everyone for watching along. Remember, pick up all your packs at comichunter.net, and we'll see you guys later.
We will see you soon.